Hey, happy Friday, TGIF. I feel like in part of the ways this week went by really fast, and in part of the ways this week went by really slow. Do any of you guys ever feel like that? Like you can't believe it's already Friday, but at the same time, it felt like it took Friday a really freaking long time to get here. Yesterday here in Kansas City was like a snow day. I think schools were canceled. Some businesses probably didn't open. I rescheduled some appointments I had just because it was supposed to be bad. So I didn't do anything yesterday, which was good because yesterday was a terrible day for me. It's kind of unpredictable when I'm going to have really bad days, but I always have them eventually. So, the way I feel most of the time, I have to measure it like on a Natalie scale. And when I compare that to like my friends and my family scales, it's different. So if I were to say, like on Natalie's scale, I am having an 8 today, that's probably like a healthy person's 4, right? So yesterday was a Natalie 3. It was awful. For some reason, my stomach was really upset. I was nauseous all day long. Food was not appealing at all. Like the thought of eating just made me want to throw up. And I threw up a couple times. And I couldn't get out of bed, really. I forced myself to get out of bed eventually. And I ate, bland diet stuff, just because I need some calories. But I watched about 5.5 episodes of Locked Up on Netflix, and I watched a lot of YouTube, read a lot of Reddit, took a lot of naps. But I was like, the one thing that I'm going to do today is I'm going to take a shower. And I know it seems like that shouldn't be difficult, but sometimes when you're zapped of all energy and it's just a task to even move. Like the idea of taking a shower is exhausting to even think about. It's exhausting to think about. And then having to blow dry your hair and just get back into your pajamas. But it was a daunting task for me to do yesterday. And that happens sometimes where it's just like, I have energy to do nothing today. And I feel like if I move, I'm gonna get sick, and you just need to sleep all day long. But finally, I was laying in my bed, and this was at probably 4 p.m. I was like, okay, we're gonna count to 3. And on 3, I'm gonna just get up. I'm gonna go to the bathroom, take my shower. So I got to 2.5, and I did not get up. And I laid there. And I've never been great at like the positive affirmations that, some people say, like, say these to yourself in the mirror every morning and start off strong. And I've just never really done those before. But I laid there and I was like, Natalie, okay, you are strong and you are capable and you persevere. You can do this. You're fine. You can get up. You got this. You're strong. Go for it. Okay. So it's like, I'm going to count to 3 again. And on 3, we're going to get up. And so then I counted to 12. And then I got up. And I took my shower. And then I wrapped my hair in my little towel twisty thing. And then Joel called. And I was like, all right, okay, this is an excuse to lay down in my bed for another hour and a half while I talked to him on the phone. And so I did that. And then at that point, I was like, all right, if I don't blow dry the rest of my hair, it's gonna be all crinkly and icky tomorrow when I have to do stuff. So then I blow dried my hair, and I have a chair in my bathroom now. And so when I do stuff like that, I just sit in my chair in front of my mirror and I blow dry my hair, because it takes off a little bit of the stress of having to stand the whole time. And then the rest of the night, like, I ate a little bit more. I drank some milk for whatever reason and had a protein bar and fell asleep. And then this morning I woke up and I was like, I I think today might be like a Natalie 6.5, which is kind of my norm. And I just feel a lot better than yesterday, so I don't really know what was going on. I didn't have a fever or anything. It's just some days my body is just, nope, today is not your day. So I guess in one way I'm lucky that it happened yesterday, because I didn't have anything to do yesterday. But I can never really predict when these days are going to happen. And that's really hard. Because I want to do everything. I want to meet up with my friends, and I want to go out with my boyfriend, and I want to go babysit my nieces and nephews. And there's days where it's just really, really hard to do anything. And I know there's people out there that get it. And then there's people out there who try to understand, but don't really have any personal knowledge of what this feels like. And that's foreign to me. You know, I grew up as a really healthy kid, but since my mid-teens onwards, like, I've always just been sick in some way or another. And the idea of not feeling sick for like an entire week, oh, that would be marvelous. That would just be amazing. And I keep having the faith that I'll get there someday. I keep having the faith that this is all going to get better. Because if I don't have that, then everything just seems to like suck. And that's not to say I don't get in funks where I'm like, no, everything does suck. And I hate all of this. And why does this all have to happen? And why is this my path? And what's this leading me to? But I try not to dwell on that for too long, because that would make anybody super depressed. And that's, I think, when you need to back away from your life for a second and take inventory of what you have been blessed with in your life. And that's what I try to do every day. And some days I forget, or I just don't feel like it, because I'm having a Natalie 3 day, and I don't feel like feeling grateful for things because I feel so freaking awful. But you know, when I look at my life and the people in it and the things that I have around me and everything, like, I have a hard life, and I'm not minimizing that, and I'm not trying to be like pity party me. I have a hard life, but I have blessings in many ways that a lot of people don't. And that's a mindset. And I know that it's difficult to be in that mindset when things look so dreary. And yesterday I was not in this mindset at all. Yesterday I was just like, I hate everything. I was talking to my sister last night, and I was just telling her I was just having a terrible day, and I was like, I don't know. I don't tell a lot of people how hard it is sometimes for me. And I told her, like, the night before I got home from dinner with Joel, and I got to my living room, I laid down on the floor, curled up in the fetal position, and I just laid there for like an hour and a half. And I was just laying there, and I was like, I don't think anybody knows that I do this a lot more than you think that I would. Like, I get home from something, and I just have to lay on the floor because I don't have energy to change, don't have energy to wash my face. I just had energy to get up to my apartment, and then I'm just done. And that happens a lot. That happens a lot, where it's just too much, and I just need to lay down. You know, and like how it takes me an hour to get up the strength to go take a shower. Or, you know, like a few weeks ago when I got out of the hospital and I started dialysis and I had to go run errands, and I was just talking about how, you know, it took me hours to do like 45 minutes worth of errands, because I would get to the store and I'd have to sit in my car for like 15-20 minutes just to get up the energy to go into the store. And these are things that, like, I think when they become part of your lifestyle, you schedule time for these things. Like, I'm very good at scheduling enough time for me to be able to finish the things I need to get done, with the knowledge that I'm going to need extra time in case I'm tired. And I hate that I have to be like this. I hate that I have to be like this. And it really sucks sometimes. It really sucks sometimes. And now I'm about to go into dialysis again here for 3.5 hours, and it's kind of a toss-up. Like, am I gonna feel good after I leave today, or am I gonna feel awful after I leave today? And I make a joke that, like, sometimes after dialysis I just feel drained. That's a pun, because they drain your blood and clean it and put it back in you. But I don't know, I usually just feel exhausted, and I have stuff I need to do afterwards, and I'm positive, I am optimistic going in today. It's gonna be a good session. It's gonna be a good one. Because I was sick yesterday and I don't feel sick today, so I don't want to end up feeling sick. So, positive mindset. It's not always the easiest to have, and I understand. And I empathize with people that feel similar to this. You're not alone. But hoping for the best. What is that saying? Prepare for the worst, expect the best. Like, I'm prepared for it to not go well, but I'm optimistic that it will be good. So, for all of you out there, I hope that you have a great Friday and a great weekend. And thanks for watching.